Alright guys, what's up? This is King RDTFX and today we're analyzing Ethereum guys. So stay tuned and watch the rest of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's go!
Okay guys, so this is Ethereum, right? We on a monthly time frame. We just want to see how price is moving, right? Remember, we don't predict the market, we just follow the market, right? So as we can see, the market broke structure here, right? The market broke structure here. So this is our break of structure on the monthly time frame. There's our break of structure here, and now price didn't come to our order block, but seems like we have a breaker block here. Price reacted from our breaker block, so this is how we're going to see it clearly. Let's drop down to our daily. We drop into our daily time frame, and then on the daily time frame, here's the daily order block right here, right? Let me do this monthly. Okay, here's it right here. Price reacted from that daily breaker block, right? Price reacted from the daily breaker block. So when price reacted from here, we had let's go to the weekly first. Just want to show you guys something. Price reacted from there, right? Because it was our strong demand zone. Price reacted from it, and this is what happened. We had the last break of structure here to the downside. The last break of structure here, and we got our market structure shift here, right? This is our market structure shift. We're gonna drop down to our daily. Can you guys see it now on the daily? Let's just move it here. Okay, then this was our market structure shift, but because now the way the buyers are so in control, price couldn't come to mitigate this order block right here. It mitigated this one because you see the strong move. You could tell that on the daily the buyers are in control, so the sellers can't push price up until here to this extreme POI. Okay, so you have to take your entry from here. Okay, right. So now price went up, came down to this POI, right? This is where price reacted, right? Okay, you see price created an inducement here long ago, which was just liquidity that has to be taken out, and now it's taken out. It was just liquidity, right? Now this liquidity is taken out, right? So here's the thing. What do we expect? We expect price to go up until here, right? But now when we enter for buys, we're not gonna buy up until there because we don't know what's gonna happen, right? Economically, so we don't know how the market will be affected. So let's try and eat here. Let's check the market here. Now this is what we gotta read now, right? That's right here. You gotta check the market from in this range, right? So now I'm going to the 4 hour. I wanna see the market clearly. This is what happens in the 4 hour. This is how price came, right? It was creating lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then price failed to break below this lower low. As you can see, guys, let me show you. This is what price did here. Price failed to break below this lower low, right? It failed and it kept consolidating within this range, right? It kept consolidating, right, in this range. And then what? See where price is. See where price is. Price broke this point right here. It was, remember guys, this was a lower high, lower low, lower high. So this one broke above this lower high. So there is a change in state of delivery here. So there's price. Okay. All right. Okay. As you can see here. Okay. Price came into this range. Okay. We can just say there's a break of structure, right? And not a market structure shift, it's just a break of structure. And right here we have another break of structure right there. We have a break of structure here. Okay. This is what we got here. Okay. We had this last break of structure to the downside. And this market structure shift. Then price reacted from this order block, right? Good. Then we had a break of structure here. See here, from here to here we had a break of structure, right? We had a break of structure there, and now this order block was not mitigated. Price reacted from this breaker block right here. Okay, so price reacted from the breaker block. And it's a breaker block plus a fair value gap, so it's highly valid. Okay, we're moving forward, right? And then we had a break of structure here, right? This break of structure here. So now we expected price to come up until here. Okay, let's go to a 1 hour. me go to the 2 hour first. Yes, here's it right here. Price reacted from this order block right here, right? This order block. Now let's see how price moved after this. We had the last break of structure to the downside here. It was actually a sweep, right? It's actually a sweep. It's actually a liquidity sweep, right? Okay. Then we had a market structure shift here. We had a market structure shift here. Let's see. On our 1 hour, as you can see, we have a breaker block here. Price is respecting these breaker blocks, guys. You see? Okay. So after this, here is our break of structure here. Here is the break of structure here. We have a break of structure on our 1 hour time frame right here. Okay. Look now from here. This is what we had, right? We had a breaker block there. Because price is moving aggressively, right? You see here, price is moving aggressively. The buyers are in control, so the sellers can't push the price until to this extreme POY. Price will keep on moving. Remember that, guys. When the buyers are in control like this, when they breaking structure like this aggressively, you're gonna wait forever for price to come to this order block. There's the breaker block there. It's in the fair value gap there, so it's highly valued, right? So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna enter from this point. There is it. Okay, so is it right here. After this, how do you see? This is what we're seeing right here. Price came, swept liquidity, right? After sweeping liquidity there, broke structure here. Okay, after breaking structure right here, it's actually a market structure shift here. So here it breaks structure, it broke structure. We had a break of structure here. Okay, and this is where price reacted, right? From this order block right here, this is where price reacted. Okay, let me do this. This is where price reacted. So now we had another break here, right? Which is actually a trap, not a break of structure, just an smart money trap. Okay, then now here we had a break of structure, right? We had a break of structure here. Here's the break of structure. Okay, let's go to our 4 hour to check something here. Okay, this is where price is right now. Okay, all right. Ooh. All right, this is where I'm gonna wait for price, guys. This is where price is likely to react, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so now I have two POIs, right? I have two POIs. Let's go to the lower time frame and check something here. Okay, sorry, that's what price did, right? Price came, created a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, didn't break above, failed to break this point to show us that it's continuing to go down. Now it broke this point, right? And this one, right? There is a change in state of delivery, so we're expecting price to do this, and go up. Okay, so now we're gonna go to a lower time frame, which is the 15 minutes. Now this is what's happening. Sorry, see the last break of structure to the downside, then we see our market structure shift here. Okay, let's go to the 5 minutes so you see it clearly. Here is it, guys. You see it. It's not even the last break of structure. When we go to the 5 minutes, we can see here's another one here, right? This is the last break of structure to the downside. So now let's do this, remove this one, and then this is what price did. Our market structure shift is here, our internal market structure shift, right? This is our internal market structure shift. And here price reacted, right? After price reacted, we have the last break of structure to the downside here. Then we have a market structure shift. We expect price to come to this point, and it did. It's mitigated. Then we have this one here, this breaker, this breaker structure right here. Okay, we have this breaker structure right. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me check first here. And we have this other break of structure here. We have this break of structure. Alright, and then we have this one right here, which is just a trap. Okay, so here's what's up. Okay, price reacted from this point, and and then this one reacted from here, right? Reacted from this order block, and now this one it's reacting from this one. It's reacting from this order block right here. So what we can do here is this. You can enter from here. You can enter from here. This was a liquidity. Okay. And now I'm just gonna put my stop loss around here. Stop loss down here below this red line, right? And I take profit. Check 1 hour. Take profit up there. Okay. My take profit is going to be up there. Target. That's going to be my target right there. So it's easy, guys. You just have to follow your rules. Make sure you map out everything. Let me do this. CB. Let me just say B. So my chart doesn't look too messy. AT. This is right. So remember that we were checking now the internal structure. Now this is our external structure. You see, we have a market structure shift here, right? But let's not mark it out. We have a market structure shift. So that's it right there. This is how I trade. Okay, this is how I trade. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Please, I'm out.